Just past the edge of the woods behind an old Catholic monastery off of Newburgh Road, I suddenly stumbled across the bones of an abandoned holy site that's been unused for the last 50 years. An overgrown staircase leads you down into the woods where you might just assume you're walking along an old hiking trail, until you make it to a clearing where a forgotten shrine of the Virgin Mary overlooks an old abandoned concrete pool with 2 stone benches sandwiched in between. But where did this eerie forgotten grotto come from, and what was it used for? Well, to answer that, we need to walk back up these overgrown steps and out of the woods to take a look at the 120-year-old building that sits just in front of it at the top of the hill. This is Sacred Heart Monastery, which sits right next to St. Agnes Church off of Newburgh Road. But this monastery actually predates the church and everything surrounding it. Built way back in 1905 when this area was still mostly fields and forest land. And one of its primary purposes at the time was as a religious retreat center, where theology students and ordained members of the church came to disconnect from the noise of the world and focus on silence and prayer. And part of that vision, constructing an outdoor spiritual and recreational space for its seminaries toward the back of the property. Built out sometime between 1905 and 1945, this wooded grotto was something to behold back in its heyday. It featured that shrine of Mary overlooking the pool, which also happened to feature a diving board. And if you walk up the trail in the opposite direction, there was a nearby recreational area with a tennis and a basketball court that sat right here in this clearing, now almost completely overtaken by weeds and shrubs more than half a century after it fell out of use. This entire area reflected the retreat-style nature of the monastery, designed for walking, relaxing, and reflecting just down the hill from the monastery doors. Legend has it that a big tornado back in 1974 damaged the pool and the courts, and because the monastery didn't have the funds to fix them, the space was left to crumble. An eerie and startling place to behold at first glance, but once this was a peaceful and beautifully kept retreat, alive with light, laughter, and quiet reflection. Sitting quietly at the edge of the woods to this day, slowly being taken back over by the nature that's surrounding it.